Right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to import two icons similar to these. So what I need to do is I need to import Material UI into my project. So if I create a new terminal and on Material UI, if I click on the top here where it says Getting Started and Installation, I basically need to import this package here. So if I copy that and paste that in and press enter. So whilst that's installing, now going to go down to or search for icons. And when I go into my icons page, I also need to install the icons package within Material UI. So I now need to install the icons also. And whilst that's installing, I'm going to go into the list of icons that they have, and I can search for the icons within here. I already have found the icons that I need, so I'm just going to copy them across from my project, paste them in, and all I do is the way you import the icons is like any other component, and do the same for the person outlined icon. And now if I save, it should import within my header component. So now we move on to the styling of the component. So if I open up my styles, so now we move on to the container. I want the background color to be transparent. I want the color of all the elements within the header to be white. So I'm going to access this from my theme colors. If I type the S for dollar sign and curly braces, within here I now have access to my props. So if I type props and return the props given to me, which is the theme file, that is because it's wrapped around my app dot white. So now the color will be white, although I need to define that in my theme file as well. So just under primary, if I type in white and give it the white hex code, so all the children elements should turn white. Also the background is now white. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give the background color the same as the primary colors. For now, I'm going to do this as primary and save. And now we have all the elements in the header. Now what we need to do is we need to make them so that they're not in a column but in a row. So the way we do that is we use display flex. We want to align the items centrally. So this will align the items horizontally. Now they are in a row. So now in my logo container, what I want to do is I want to reduce the image size. So what I am going to give the container a width of 80 pixels. So that will reduce the image size. And then I also want to give it a margin left of 50 pixels, so that it's not touching this left line here on the web page. So if I save that, it's spaced it out a little further. So on the menu links container, I want to do the same again. So I want to give it a display of flex, align item center, and if I save, this should spread across. Now I want to give this middle container the whole width. So take as much space as you want on this horizontal axis. So what I'm going to do is give it a flex of 1, like so. So it will space everything out. And then I also want to justify content as space around, just so that they have space in between each element. What I also want to do is, because this image is stretched within the image component, I get a prop which I can contain the image. So the prop is object fit contain. So the image and the logo would look contained within its div. So now that looks much better. What I also want to do is style the right container now. So within the icons container, I want to give this a flex of 0.3, which is equivalent of 30% of the entire width. So if I save now you can see this whole section belongs to the icons container. Now I want my icons to go towards the end. Display of flex, align the items centrally, and I want to push these icons to the end here. So justify content, flex, end. Now save. That pushes them to the end. Now all I need to do is give a margin right of 20 pixels. and save. So that now what I need to do is space the individual Material UI icons individually. So what I'm going to do is they have a class name which I will paste in. So MUI SVT icon root. So I'm going to give them a margin left of 15 pixels and define the size of them. So they are classed as font. So if I give them a font of 2 rem and save, we now have the icons complete and we have the header complete. What I also want to do is add some routing to this. So we'll discuss the next link tag in the next video.